quite a large place filled with life of every shape and size that is determined to make things very unpleasant. My name is Zanford X Gompson, and this is tips and tricks for surviving the not-so-friendly outdoors. Moss is a conglomeration of green plant fibres and spite that grows in moist, deep shade. Several of these species have been determined to cause serious harm to humankind. The most dangerous of these loathsome balls of hate is the Anarchist moss. It conceals itself in the deep forests of New Hampshire, waiting for a hapless nature enthusiast. When the Anarchist moss sees its target, it attempts to get its victim's attention so it can hand them a leaflet. The Anarchist moss does not pose any direct threat, but rather attempts to cause widespread harm through total global destabilization. It tries to move its prey to passion with a speech on how the system is destroying the human soul. If you are not careful, you will find yourself creating politically charged signs, organizing marches, and creating dreadful chants with weak rhyme schemes. This dread-inspiring moss is responsible for creating the hippies and communists. If the Anarchist moss fills you with fear, don't fret, for I have discovered a method for deterring this foul fiend. Just say Ronald Reagan. The mention of this US president will cause the Anarchist moss to splutter and gesticulate violently and wholly unpleasantly, giving you enough time to run away. Another moss to mind is the hallucinating moss. Despite the name, it does not directly cause hallucinations. In fact, if consumed, it is quite deadly and provides none of the mind-altering effects. No, this moss is named as such for its attempts to sell magical mushrooms to unsuspecting travellers. These shrooms are not prime stuff, according to an ex-hippie colleague, and the partaker is going to have a bad time of it. This unscrupulous moss tries many ways to sell you its wares. It uses guilt. I fell on bad times, just trying to put food on the table. I got kids, man. Don't be fooled. Hallucinating moss's main mode of reproduction is asexual. It threatens, "Don't be a fool or I'll make you regret it," or "I have a knife." If you find yourself facing the hallucinating moss, try saying one of these phrases. "Nah, man, I'm on parole," or "Shoot, my dude. I would, but I'm strapped for cash." If the specimen is particularly persistent, try, "Yo, is that the cops?" This particular phrase will cause the hallucinating moss to drop his stuff and say either, "That ain't mine, I'm just holding it for a friend," or "I can't go back to jail, I got kids, you gotta cover for me." Just remember, it has no kids and the cops aren't real. A final note on these mosses. The hallucinating moss often creates a parasitic relationship with the Anarchist moss, because apparently the Anarchist moss has the good stuff. So when you see one fear, for the other is smoking the reefer nearby. This is tips and tricks for surviving the not-so-friendly outdoors. Stay safe and stay indoors.